Hi, this is Edward Troxel. In today's tutorial we're going to continue where we left off on the last one, only this time we're going to go through the project and look for selected video and audio events, and then we want to copy them over to the beginning of the timeline, but also when we select multiple items we want them to be spread out the same way they are currently spread out on the timeline. So the first thing we need to do is figure out where the leftmost position is, and then we're going to adjust everything from there. So let's see how we would do that. The first thing I did was at the top I added me another global variable called leftmost time. And so the first thing we need to do is figure out what our leftmost position is, and then once we've done that we can use this variable to determine where all of the items are going to be. So right below my Vegas equals Vegas, I set my leftmost time equal to myvegas.project.length. This is our current project, not the hidden one. And then I want to see if there are any selected items. And so I'm going to set selected count equal to 0. And then for each track, my track in myvegas.project.tracks, and then for each track event in my track.events, if the event is selected, then I'm going to increment my selected count. And then if this event starts less than my leftmost time, so if it's left of my leftmost time, then my leftmost time is going to be changed to event.start. And so eventually, once I go through all of my tracks and all of the selected events, whichever one is farthest left, that's going to be what's in leftmost time. And then I check to see if my selected count equals 0. If it does, I simply pop up a message that says no item selected and return. If it doesn't, then we're going to go to use what we've done in the last couple of projects. First of all, using project, new project, and equals myvegas.createEmpty project. So we're creating this new hidden project. Then we have to create this undo block, and then I'm creating two video track variable and an audio track variable and just setting them to null. And then what we were going to do is we're going to add those dynamically as we go through all of the tracks in the current project. So for each track, my track in myvegas.project.tracks, I'm going to set track added equal to false, and then I'm going to set both of these variables equal to null, and then we're going to change one of them if an event is selected. So for each track event in my track.events, if the event is selected, now we need to know, have I added the track? If not, I need to create a track. Otherwise, we just add this event to the track. So if track has not been added, if not track added, if track added equals false, which we set it up here, then we want to go to if my track.isVideo, we're going to create a video track. And we do this specifying that this is a new video track in this new project. And then we're going to copy over the mytrack.index. Now, our new index could be different than the old index, but in the original project, the indexes are going to keep increasing. So even if we skip a few tracks anywhere, then the newest track will still be on bottom. And then we're also going to copy over the track name, and we're going to get that from mytrack.name. So we're going to try to kind of keep things as close as possible in the new project as they were in the old project. And then in the new project, .tracks.add, we're adding that video track, and we're setting track added equals to true. Now this is if it was a video track. If it was not a video track, then it was obviously an audio track. And so in that case, we create a new audio track in this new project. Once again, we're going to copy over the index number and the track name. And then we're going to add in this new project the audio track and set track added equals to true. So that just means if there's multiple events selected on this one track, then we don't have to add the track each time, because the next time not track added will be false, and so we'll skip all this part. So once the track has been added, if it is a video track, once again, we're checking the same thing here as we did there. If it's a video track, then we want to copy over the video event. So we're going to take event and convert it to a video event and pass new project and the video track we created above to the copy video event routine. Otherwise, it was audio. So we're going to copy audio event. So we take our event, convert it to an audio event, and pass it the new project and the audio track. Now, we looked at the copy video event and copy audio event routines last time. We did make a change though. Here's the change. When we're adding the new event, now we're adding it at the event in the original project, the event start minus the leftmost time. So that's going to scoot it left so that the leftmost one now starts at 0 and everything else will be correspondingly offset to that position. So same thing with the audio. We changed the positioning. Instead of being hard-coded at 0, it's now event start minus the leftmost time that we calculated above. So now let's go to our project, select a few things, and try running it and see what happens. So last time we copied this one and this one. So let's go ahead and copy those two again. Let me just kind of select something here. This one is a video clip. Let's select this audio. And so we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 different things on the new project. So now we open the new project. And here we have the two that we selected there. We have the big one that I selected to the right of that, the audio that I selected down here, and then the one that I selected way up above on one of the upper tracks. And notice there were no extra gaps between here. There were a couple of tracks between this one, between these two. And those have disappeared because nothing was selected on those tracks. We'll get to that later. But you can see every event selected was copied over. We've learned how to create a hidden project. We've learned how to create new tracks in that hidden project. We've learned how to go through the current project and copy over video and audio events to this new hidden project. Next time, I think let's look at copying over generated media from the current project over to this hidden project and see some of the things that entails. So like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.